Hey everyone, welcome to Anaheim Park Tours. Today we're sharing our 5 favorite budget-minded hotels in the Disneyland Resort area. If you are planning a trip to the Disneyland Resort and you are on a budget, consider booking one of these 5 hotels. These happen to be our favorite budget hotels. Always conduct additional research and don't rely just on us when booking a hotel. We encourage you to read the different review sites and look at the most recent reviews at those hotels that you're looking at and follow the trends in the reviews. Now, these are budget-minded hotels, and so these places are really no frills places. Take that in mind and set your expectations that these are cheaper places, and there's always going to be a fault here and there. No place is perfect. This list is in no particular order, so let's go ahead and jump right in it. First up on our list is Kings Inn. And Kings Inn is about a 1-mile walk to Disneyland. Alternatively, you can walk over to the Toy Story lot, and that's about a 10 or 15 minute walk there. I don't think there's a huge time savings there, but we do get a lot of questions about if you can walk to the Toy Story lot. The entrance is on Catella, and I'll leave a link to a walking video from the JW Marriott to the Toy Story lot, and that'll show you how to enter the Toy Story lot from Catella. Kings Inn is rated 4.2 stars on Google reviews. It has a lot of different compliments on staff and service, and I had just an excellent time with the staff there. They were very friendly, took care of all my questions, and no complaints, and I see the same types of compliments in the reviews. The bed itself was comfortable. It comes with 4 pillows. I want to set your expectations that this is a budget-minded hotel, so the Hilton and Marriott are going to have much nicer beds, but this one was decent. The parking lot here was spacious, so if you have a big vehicle, there's plenty of room to park your big vehicle, and I don't think you're going to get any door dings there. I know we're very particular about our car, and we always like to park it in the best spot possible. I felt the room was spacious. You can fit a portable crib or a pack and play there, pram or a stroller, and there's plenty of room for scooters. At the time of filming, this hotel offers free parking, which is a huge perk in the Disneyland Resort area, and it has probably the largest pool out of all the hotels on our list, and it does include a spa. Additionally, the Garden Walk Mall is right next door to the Kings Inn, and they offer some alternatives for dining if you don't feel like eating at Disneyland. For example, Roy's, Bubba Gump's, Cheesecake Factory, and P.F. Chang's, and many more, and there's also a coffee shop in there. Next up on our list is the Alamo Inn, and this is the lowest rated on Google reviews at 3.9 stars. They're about 1.1 mile walk to Disneyland, and they do offer free parking. Now, what I like is the parking lot is nice. It has a garden in it. It's really beautiful, but the parking lot can be a bit tight. So if you have that bigger vehicle, it is a lot tougher to get that vehicle parked in there, but there are a few good spots. The rooms were nicely updated, and probably the only knock I have on the room are where the lamps were a bit of an older vintage, and I felt that the standalone chair was a bit dated as well. The bathroom and the counter space area was a bit tight, so if you are a bigger family, you may have a little bit of a hard time fitting in the space there. The room was on the smaller side. Those are really minor when you're booking a budget hotel. When I stayed at this particular hotel, I think I paid about $110 a night. I booked this room through GovX, and if you have access to GovX, they do offer some good deals. So definitely check that out. I thought the beds were decent, but in a number of the Google reviews, people did complain about how firm the beds were. So just take that into account. Once again, these are budget-minded hotels, so you're not always gonna get that same comfort as you do get at a Marriott or a Hilton.
Up next is Hotel 414. Hotel 414 is about a mile walk to Disneyland. It is the highest rated on our list here today at 4.6 stars on Google. And they've only had 3 negative reviews in the last year, which is pretty much unheard of. So I think that's a huge plus on their end. Also, right now, they are offering free parking, plus if you book directly on their website, they give you a $10 Starbucks gift card. And that is really awesome because if you walk into the parks from Hotel 414, you walk right by a Starbucks. So you can mobile order your Starbucks on the way into the parks and grab it. Do give yourself extra time because that Starbucks can get very crowded. So give yourself a couple extra minutes. You might have to wait a little bit long because it's so crowded there. But it is so nice to have that right on the way in, and you don't have to fuss with the crazy Starbucks lines in the parks or downtown Disney. We felt the beds were super comfortable here. Each bed had 4 pillows. We loved the room. We feel like this room was the nicest out of our whole list here for the budget hotels. They did a really excellent update on their rooms. They're clean, modern, bright. The bathroom we especially loved. And I think the biggest plus here would be the customer service. The owner does stay on site. He lives at the hotel, so if you have any issue at all, any hour of the day, he is there. He was super friendly, very welcoming, and we really highly suggest you check out Hotel 414. Up next is the Alpine Inn. This is the closest hotel to Disneyland on our list. It's only 9/10 of a mile instead of a whole mile, or just over a mile to the parks. They do offer free parking, but there is a $10 a day resort fee at the time of filming, so please double check that before you book. They'll let you know right in the booking how much the resort fee is, but that's pretty minor for the area. Most places are charging well over $20 at this point for parking, so that's a pretty good deal. When we stayed, we did stay in a 1-bedroom suite, and what we loved about that was the bedroom part with the king bed where we slept was completely private. It was completely separate from the bathroom and the other 2 beds in the other room, and so a lot of times when we stay in suites, the primary bedroom will have the bathroom, so it's not that private because people will be going in and out. So we really loved how they laid that out. It would be great if you're traveling in a large family or even with a group of friends. The bathroom was pretty small there though. For our family of 4, it was just fine, but I think if you did have 6 people in that room, it would be a bit tight. And speaking of tight, their parking lot is very small. If you have a bigger vehicle, you might have a hard time parking in there, but they do have free parking, so that is a bonus. We really enjoyed our night's sleep. The beds were very comfortable, and each bed had 4 pillows. Now, if you have stayed at the Alpine Inn in the past, they did tell us when we were checking out that they offer a returning guest discount, so make sure you call and book with them directly over the phone and let them know that you've stayed there in the past. The only negative we can really think of about this room was we noticed the extra chair in the room was a little bit worn and had some stains on it. For us, it was very minor. We didn't use the chair at all, and it wasn't a deal breaker for us whatsoever. It was just the only thing we kind of noticed and kept in the back of our mind that was out of place for the entire room.
The last hotel on our list is Eden Rock, and that is a 4.1 on Google reviews, so it is still highly rated. It is about a 1-mile walk to the gates of Disneyland. One thing that is a little bit deceiving on their website, they say they're only 10 minutes from Disney, which is technically true, but that's to downtown Disney. You're still about another 10-minute walk to the gates of Disneyland, so don't let that fool you. At the time of filming, parking is $15 a night, and while the parking lot is bigger than Alpine Inn, it can still be a little bit tight there. Our major knock on this room were the beds, and we felt the beds were probably the most uncomfortable out of this entire list. We thought the bed was really firm, too firm for us, and we didn't have the best sleep here. And take in mind, bed comfort is very subjective, and it's really a hard one to quantify what's comfortable because everybody has a different opinion. So we're coming from a Tempur-Pedic bed. Our bed is kind of cushy, and so kind of take that in mind when booking this room. One other thing about the beds, they only offer 2 pillows per bed, and the pillows were really small. I'm a 2-pillow person all the time, so if there was 4 of us there weren't enough pillows for everybody because I still like my 2. So if you're traveling here, bring your travel pillow just in case if you have one. When we stayed at this hotel, we checked in and the staff is very friendly, and the reviews on Google do reflect that. We had an issue with the room. The floor was filthy in the first room that we came across, so we asked to be moved, and we were moved to a different room. And there was a major difference. While it was the same room type, the new room was massively bigger than the first room. So in our room tour video, the room is huge. So you can maybe get a smaller room or a bigger room depending on the luck of the draw. Now the Eden Rock is right next door to the Westin, so you can kind of take advantage of some of those amenities right next door. Don't tell anyone we said this. There is a coffee shop at the Westin, and we recently stayed there. We went to the coffee shop. Give yourself a little extra time because that coffee shop is slow, and get there early if you want to get some food, because we went there a little bit later and they were out of a number of different things. Additionally, you can take advantage of the on-site bar at the West End, and it is a nice place if you like to grab a cocktail at the end of the night. This wraps up our list of our 5 favorite budget-minded hotels. If you have a favorite that didn't make the list, we'd love to hear from you down in the comments. Tell us why you like that hotel, because it helps all our viewers when picking a hotel. We will leave room tour links in the description below, along with real-time walking videos from each of the hotel to the Disneyland Resort. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.